Hi everybody, my name's Lee and I'm from Professional Palette. Today we're going to be teaching you how to do a pull to party look that you can adapt from the daytime straight into the nighttime without actually having to take anything off. My friend Heather's going to show you how to do the nighttime look afterwards. First of all, for the pool party look, which is for a day look, what we need it to be, your makeup, we need it to be long wearing, defined but natural, also waterproof would be a bonus for all those extra splashes you get. It needs to be light, fresh, sun-kissed. Big major thing as well is eyebrows, we need them waterproof. So what I'm going to do is, this is my model Rebecca today, and I'm just going to take you through obviously doing a makeup from start to finish. Best way to do obviously when you're starting with your eye makeup is any other mistakes that you make on your face. You know, if you get any droplets of eyeshadow, it's easier to correct if there's no obviously additional face makeup on. Just going to start by using a coverage concealer. This can help to cover up any of the night before benefits. And just apply that under your eye area. And then all I'm going to do is just blend this in. You want it to make it a bit lighter as well, your concealer under your eye area. And just what that's going to do is it's going to make you look more awake. It's going to make your whites of your eyes look a lot brighter as well. You can apply your concealer onto your lid as well because it'll just act as a base, keep all your eyeshadows, liners, whatever else you want to bob onto your eye, it'll just keep them locked in place for longer. And then what you can also do with your concealer is any other imperfections that you've got on your skin that you want to cover, you can just dot that over just to hide them. So here we've just got a blemish on the skin. You just want to pat it over, not obviously cake it on because it'll just emphasise it, and then it just instantly will disappear. Now we're going to go into eye makeup. So I'm just going to use quite neutral colours, so like golds, browns, things like that. To start with, we just use a really light base. And all this is going to do is just going to highlight your eye area. You want to make it so it's, it's quite easy to adapt, so you can go straight into your night look. And now you've got your eye base on, you just want to again go straight onto your liner. This will help to define your lashes for you. Again, all I'm going for is just a normal brown colour. It's like a black brown really, just to help to give you definition. All you're going to using the side of your pencil, you're just going to trace it along your lash line. It doesn't matter if it's not neat because you're going to be covering it up with shadow anyway. So don't worry if it's not like a perfect straight line. And then what you're going to do is just take a brush and just blend it so it can take that rough edge away, but it's also giving you some definition as well. And because it's close to your lash line, it's going to make your lashes look fuller. So if you're not going to be wearing fake eyelashes during the day, you want to use them to intensify your night look. It's going to make your lashes look quite full. You just open your eye for me. You can see how that's just now, it's made her whites of her eyes, she looks whiter, and like her lash line starting to look really full now as well. So what I'm going to do is just intensify that by using a similar colour eyeshadow in like a shimmery brown, just to give you that sort of sun-kissed look. And we're just going to rub that over the liner. And you can take it slightly up onto the lid as well, but you don't want to go any higher than your brow bone. So I'm using the Tom Ford brushes, which is your eye definer. And this is really good for contouring around the eyes so you can get that really sculpted look for your eyes. With product used, we've got a MAC eyeshadow palette, which is just really good, obviously, for all your different shades. You've got a variety right straight from literally every single green you could imagine to every brown. Yeah, right. What I want you to do as well, we just want to define underneath the eye area. So we're just going to repeat the process using your liner. If you just want to look up for me. Again, as close to the lash line you can get. It doesn't matter if it's not a straight perfect line. And then all we're going to do, again using your liner, just go straight over the top of what we've done. Just close your eye for me. And this is going to help bring that definition out even more now. Just want to open your eye for me. Right, now what we're going to do is just going to get a defining brush for the eye. We're going to take a darker brown and we're just going to use this on your outer corners. And again, this is just going to highlight some more definition just to make it stand out slightly. But again, you want to keep it quite natural. You don't want anything too in your face just for the day. So what I'm going to do now on Rebecca is I'm going to sculpt her eyebrows. To get like the perfect eyebrow, your eyebrows do have to be in like a certain shape. So what you do is you take like, say if you want to take like a makeup brush or a Q-tip, and all you're going to do is place that at the side of the nose, and to start with, that's where the eyebrow should start. And then you look directly straight through the pupil, down the middle, that's where the eyebrow, like the arch should be, and then to end it, it should end from the tip of your nose to the corner of your eye. She's got a good eyebrow. So this is just going to help to bring out your total eye shape and frame your face. Your brows really do frame your face. Can make everything look totally different. So with foundation next, you'd want it to be, you know, like I said, lightweight, as well as heat, sweat, humidity proof, and just keep it just light and fresh on the skin. So I'm going to bob that straight onto the skin. And then just set that in place with like a loose powder to stop any, obviously, oil going onto the skin. It helps to absorb it. And it'll also just lock that foundation in place. I'd probably recommend a lip tint as well for the lip area, just because it'll stay on your skin for for longer. It's more durable, more long wear. So now just for a pop of colour on the cheek area, I'm just going to use a pink blush. I'm really just going to use that on the apples, just to give a pop of colour. Like so. And really again, just on the cheekbones, just to give a hint of colour. So again, so it's natural light but fresh. You can bob a little bit on the nose really as well, and on the chin, just where the sun would naturally catch you. And then I'm just going to bob a matching lip tint onto the lip area, and this again is going to help sort of stain the lip, keep it in place, prevent it from bleeding. And you can bob a fixing spray over the top just to keep your makeup in place and water resistant. We've used the Bobbi Brown Pink Sugar Blusher just to have a pop of colour to the cheek, and we've used the Estee Lauder lip tint.
She was just a girl, she expected